Glory out your life and my life and everybody else's life. Will we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony? We thank you today for tuning in. Welcome. For it's our 1 year anniversary. Actually, tomorrow, 1 year was my life, my story, God's story. Let me switch mics. Facebook. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. 1 year for my life, my story, God's glory. Where it was birthed out on 9/9 last year. Well, this year, actually. Well, tomorrow will be 1 year. So we're celebrating the 1 year for my life, my story, God's glory. Father, we come to you today, oh God. Lord God, we come to you today, God, to give you praise, God, and give you honor. Lord God, we come to you today, God. Repent for any sin, God. Anything we've done, God. Anything we said. Anything that's unpleasing unto you, Father. Lord God, we ask that you touch each and every person tonight, God. Each and every person that's watching right now. Lord God, touch them in their homes. Touch them in their cars. Lord God, touch them wherever they may be, God. Lord God, touch them in their bodies, oh God. Touch them in their minds, oh God. Lord God, touch them right now, God. Go into the jails, oh God. Go into the shelters, Father. Lord God, reach them wherever they may be, oh God. Have someone text someone, God. Have someone share with someone, God. Lord God, we ask that we decrease, God, and you increase today. Lord God, we ask that you have your way, God, in this place, oh God. Lord God, we ask that you take over, God, that you take the driving wheel, God. Lord God, as we yield ourselves unto you, Father. Lord God, we ask that you touch the people, God, that's watching right now, God. Lord God, that you minister to them, oh God. Minister to them, God, the sick, oh God. Lord God, minister to them right now, God. Wherever they may be, wherever they may be doing, God. Whatever they may be dealing with, God. Revive your people, God. Restore your people, Father. Replenish your people, God. Lord God, restore them, oh God, in their health. Restore them right now in their minds. Restore their faith, oh God. Lord God, let the anointing touch them right now in their homes, oh God. Allow your people, oh God, to touch right now, to reach for you, oh God, to search out you, Father, to seek you like never before. Lord God, heal them. Lord God, let them know that a salvation for them, oh God, that they may be free from any situation, from any circumstance, oh God, that they don't have to turn, God, back. They don't have to go to the right, God. They don't have to go to the left, God, but they will keep their eye on you, Father. Lord God, that they will them that it's you, God, that's compelling them to come to you. Lord God, let them know that it's you that's calling on them. Lord God, touch their families, touch their marriages, touch their children, oh God. Lord God, touch the children, oh God, that's out there that's lost. Lord God, touch them, the brokenhearted, God. Heal them, oh God, wherever they may be. Visit them, God, in their low place. Lord God, pull them up from the place, from the pit. Lord God, pull them out, oh God. Lord God, for your calling up your radicals, for your calling your prophets. Lord God, you're calling your leaders, you're calling your apostles. Lord God, you're calling your people. Lord God, touch them right now, wherever they may be. Lord God, touch them, oh God. Give them a touch of you, oh God. Lord God, show them, oh God, that is more with you than them that's in the world. Lord God, show them, God, your love. Love on them, God. Cover them, oh God. Keep them, oh God. Refresh them, oh God. Revive them, oh God. Lord God, touch them right now. Lord God, touch them with your love. Lord God, touch them right now. Lord God, let them know that all they got to do is turn from every wicked way. When you calling your people to repent, because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You calling your people, God, to seek you, God, to turn from every wicked way. You asking them to humble themselves. You asking them to seek your face. Lord, compel your people. Do whatever you need to do, God, that your people will turn to you. Lord God, show them, oh God, that they don't have to drink, that they don't have to smoke. Lord God, they don't have to shoot up, that there's a God that sits high and looks down low. Let them know, God, that is more with you. Let them know, Lord God, that you will wrap your arms around them, that you will keep them. Let them know, God, that it's just more with you. Lord God, that there's life and life that's more abundant. Lord God, let them know that they could be like a tree that's planted by the rivers of living waters. Let them know. Let them know. Lord God, let them know right now. Lord God, that you got that situation, that you heard their cry, that you heard their prayer. There's an answer, and his name is Jesus. He said, no man can come to me unless he goes to the Son. And his name is Jesus. He can set you free. He will never leave you nor forsake you. He is your beginning. He oh God. And every tongue will confess that Jesus is Lord. I am. Just hold Make me. Send me, God. Somebody need to be telling him, send me, I'll go. Send me, I'll go. Send me, I'll go. Send me, Lord. I'll go. Just send me. Just make me a house of prayer. Make me a house of prayer. Well, I know I ain't gonna delay anymore, cause I can get stuck right in this place. Because when he's doing something on the inside, I feel something working on the outside. Day and night. Because I will never get out this place. Not the worship. Huh? He does something in the worship. Huh? It's an intimate place with him. It's a place where I can commune with him. Huh? It's a place. Hey! Woo! I gotta get out this place right here. I'm trying to tell you. I know y'all been waiting. Woo! And I know y'all excited. I know y'all excited. I'm excited too. Hey! The guest that we were supposed to have today, she couldn't make it. But it's alright. It's okay. God knows what he's doing. Yeah. So we need to yield and let God take the driving wheel.
Amen. Amen. Yes.
I'm trying to tell you. We let God have his way. We gonna be free. You already know. For the ones that be watching, you already know we free. We let God do whatever he wants to do. We let God go whatever way he wants to go. Huh? We don't put no limited. We don't put no time on God. Hey, I feel like preaching. Hey, go ahead. I'm just no. I won't get out this place. I'm trying to tell you. So, all right, our guest today. If you want, you can give it to one of them. They can hold it for you. Our guest today, we got Arline. Yeah. I'm telling you, we got a power back here. She from the CBK to come back here with Sophia up there. Hey, prophetess. So we gonna welcome our guest today. They'll come back here. Hey, Arline. Come on. Hey, come on. Yeah. Come on. Hey. Ooh, I'm just sweating. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Oh, where am I, y'all? Where am I? You need him? Where am I going?
Praise the Lord.
All right. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. My mic. That's right. Praise the Lord. Check it. That's right. Hey. Yes. Welcome. It's a pleasure and an honor. Yes. So, Listen, we're just going to go shoot in. Just tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell people everything. Look, you free. And let God have his way, whatever which way God leads you. Yes. Let God take the hey. God has control up in here.
Yes, praise the Lord. Man, coming to this room of worship,
Jesus,
has just blown my mind. I thought I was going to do something else this evening, but God intervened when you called me. God began to speak to me.
Come on.
And here comes always the distraction that tries to intervene when God has a plan or something he has in play to go forward. This is a divine acceleration.
Come on.
That God has done.
Come on.
After the encounter yesterday.
Yes.
And my coach, Prophet Sophia Ruffin.
Yes, that was awesome.
Something happened.
Come on.
To me that has never happened before. And it's like God literally put his hand in my stomach.
Jesus.
And he took something out, but he put something back in.
Oh, come on.
And I just haven't been the same, but I've noticed my senses have changed.
Jesus.
Of my seeing and my hearing.
Yes.
And my moving. And I was like, God, whatever you're doing is fine. But I saw things coming so fast.
Come on.
So when you call me,
yes,
I heard divine acceleration.
Yes.
Amen. God said your time has come,
Jesus,
quicker than you can plan it. But he said, if you go, I got you.
Yes.
Just like for every hit you took from me, I got you.
Yes, Lord.
So I said, I'll go, because I told God, you want me to go where I will go? You want me to say what you have me to say? I'm going to do what you have me to do. Enter into this room of worship has also opened something up in me, because your worship can take you a place that your praise cannot take.
Come on! Come on!
I need a praise. Praise saved my life.
Come on.
Praise is unto God.
Yes.
But when you get in that worship,
yes,
in this type of worship zone, it's hard to come out.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
Yes. Jesus.
So I just thank God for when I enter in here, I say, God, you here. You here, I'm peeping game like, God, you here. 'Cause I'm here. So if you ain't here, I ain't been here. Right. But I knew God was here. Yes. So I told God to use me. Yes. I've been a broken vessel. Yes. God has broke my life down through so many trials, tribulations, circumstances, and everything. I once began to live my life, and I thought that I was going to be good. And I wanted the fast life. Okay. I wanted to live like I wanted to live. Jesus. I knew God, but I didn't want God's plan no more. I wanted what I wanted. So I began to get into the streets. I began to get into things. And that's what happens with a lot of us. Some of us, we get in bad situations, but we do the wrong things to get through. We don't call on God to see us through. Right. A lot of people know God. It's a lot of people saved. But guess what? A whole lot of people ain't really delivered. Because let me tell you what's happening. Yes. The church and leaders are forming a form of their own godliness. Jesus. They're not following and praying to God for directions. They have formed their own plan and want God to follow their plan. Yes. They did no seeking, no planning, no fasting, and no praying. That's why a lot of people have not even experienced the real power of God. Come on. A lot of people have not experienced the real healing of God. Come on. A lot of people have not experienced breakthroughs. Yes. And God in this season is doing the uncommon, the unusual, the unthinkable, the blow your mind
Yes.
Just like yesterday, the encounter. And I thank God for my coach, Prophet Sophia Ruffin.
Yes.
Because I'm going to go back to where God brought me from.
Yes.
But I must say this.
Yes.
I was sick and tired of church.
Come on.
And I'm telling you, I was a few minutes behind coming here. I'm going to let everybody know because God gave me a word coming.
Yes.
Because I said, now I'm very familiar with that area. I just don't know exactly where that is. So I goes right past my GPS, don't say nothing. I was like, Lord, what's going on? I want to be on time, do things in decent and excellent. And I went past, I went around, I was like, oh God. God said, this is what I want you to tell my people.
Jesus.
Slow down. So see, God has given me this before. And I went round, and then I went around again. And God said, I want you to tell the people, officially today, do not be a repeat mountain offender.
Come on.
Returning back
Come
to
on.
the same thing.
Jesus.
God said, this is what I've been talking to you about, the church. The church think they doing things. And I'm not taking no shot at the church. God is cleaning house.
Yes.
He's starting in the church. He's trying to get these leaders' attention. Because some leaders have fallen off and don't even recognize they just going on along with the program and thinking it's God. That ain't God.
Come on.
And they're going in this circle, and God said, this is what many other churches and the leaders are doing. Taking people around, a merry-go-round. A merry-go-round.
Jesus.
Going around. And never going up.
Jesus.
Never moving out. Never going nowhere. Running in place.
Wow.
Running in place, jogging. And God said that's what has people in stagnation. People keep thinking it's all right for them to return back to that mountain. And my thing is, if God deliver you from there, and people still stay there, leave them people there.
Come on.
Because see, God deliver us from people, places, and things.
Yes. Yes.
When He deliver us, He delivers us from people, places, and things. And God deliver us for real.
Yes.
There is real deliverance. I will tell people, there is real deliverance.
Come on.
So I'm going to tell you my story and tell you how. Because when my coach found me,
come on.
Yes, I'm in the DMV area. Many churches.
Jesus.
And like I said, I want to clear the book that I ain't taking no jobs. But my thing is, if you downfall, you downfall. Get up. Because it ain't in your falling, it's your getting back up.
Come on.
That's pride aside.
Come on.
God, people are crying. God, people are drowning in hurt, pain, depression,
come on.
anxiety, disappointment, hurt, guilt, shame. And this is where I was ordained as evangelist in 2011. And I knew that there was something more.
Come on.
To this, just going to church and this program. I said, God, you have told me all these things, but yet you have not had anybody in the place to answer these things that I'm praying to you about.
Come on.
So I continue to go on to find myself spiritually dead, sitting right in church.
Wow.
Dead in church, just going along with the program. So I knew there was something more. And I was dead on the side of the road.
No.
Spiritually dead. Flat tires.
No.
Brakes out.
Not the brakes. No.
No lights.
No.
Engine.
Just in park.
Shot.
Just park.
Just everything.
No.
And I was sitting one day and I was messing around with my phone because I didn't have my iPad at the time. And I was going through my phone and all of a sudden God told me, watch that. And I watched that and I saw Prophet Sophia and Dr. Juanita Bynum when she had her first CBK conference.
Come on.
And it's no secret, and I know she don't mind me sharing some of her story. Do you, Coach?
Do you, Coach?
She was in homosexuality.
Come on.
But my thing is, what attracted me to her.
Come on.
I know I've been watching Dr. Juanita Bynum for years. I know what she's working with.
Come on.
But the oil
yes.
from Prophet Sophia that attracted me. I was like, Lord, what is that? And then when it felt, when she began to speak,
yes,
it's like things begin to fall off of me.
Come on.
And this way you can say, I was going to the repair shop.
Not the repair shop.
So my car got to get pulled into the repair shop.
I like that.
And as I began to follow her,
come on,
they put on my tires.
No,
she put on my tires.
She was about to look. She can get back on the road again. Go ahead.
She helped put on my tires 2 at a time. My engine got renewed. I got a brand new engine. My lights begin to work.
Yes.
I got new brakes.
Yes.
I got a remade body outside the car.
Come on, I like that.
And then it's like God gave me a full body surgeon.
Yes.
A full body surgeon. From my head to my nose. And when she began to open her mouth, I said, this is it. I threw everything I had. I said, God, I thank you for certifying to me that I was not crazy.
Yes.
And when she began to say, I've never heard people say, people never come to me and things like this. And this is what is happening. We have prophetic blind leaders that got right people in wrong places because they're prophetically blind.
Jesus!
Let me tell you. So you got right people in the wrong places. And I got this from my apostle Ron Tolliver. Let me tell you something. Then you got insecure leaders that were never empowered with their threatened or jealous behavior.
Come on!
Got people in the head. Got people in the head locked. Because they intimidated, think people going to take their shine. There's no competition in God.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Come on.
Has to come into play. See, God is changing the God.
Come on.
And people don't want to give up their weapons.
No, they don't.
People want to die with their mantle in their hand.
Come on.
You don't want to pass the mantle.
Oh, you better say
but let me school you to something.
That you gonna school us?
Jesus.
Just like Moses, there came a Joshua. Just like Elijah,
come on.
came a Elisha.
Come on.
There's a continuance. God is not a limit on voices. God can use anybody. That's why God taking people like me.
Come
I was
on.
an underdog. I was rejected. I was abused. I was everything, even through the church house.
Come on.
But guess what? When I officially, August 2018, came connected to CBK Squad and officially became a CBK Squad member March 1st at the gathering.
Come on.
We had comebacks everywhere.
Come on. Come back here. CBK.
Squad up.
Hey, CBK.
CBK Squad. Let me tell you something. When I walked in that room at that first comeback kid gathering, it was like I was this puzzle.
Jesus.
And like I walked right into it. Because I fit it. Because guess what? She helped me to learn. God don't change nothing about you. I used to think I had to change when I got ordained as an evangelist. I felt like I had to take something out, like I didn't fit in. They looked down on me. The people made me feel all types of ways. And I thought that I had to change or change my talk, change my posture. Maybe I should wear hats. Maybe I should wear here. Maybe I should walk like this. How you doing? Yes. But that ain't me.
Come on.
And I've been trying to be somebody else all this time.
Come on.
All that time I was trying to be somebody else.
Jesus.
But God stepped in and he intervened. But, you know, I've been through a life where I was brought up in church and I got into the fast life.
Come on.
I've been homeless.
Come on.
I've been hungry.
Come on.
I sold drugs. I used drugs.
Come on.
I buried the son at the age of 13.
Jesus.
I had a contract on my life.
Jesus.
Let me tell you, in 2001, I I got out of church. Let me tell you, that's why I said ain't in the fallenness to getting back up.
Come on.
I used to go to church, hide my drugs and guns outside the church.
Jesus.
I was terrible. I was terrible. I was hard-headed. I used to hide my drugs, my cigarettes, my weed. I used to sell weed, crack. I used to waitress in the after-hour club. I used to get money all the time. Guess what? I was that Samaritan woman.
Come on.
I was that woman at the well.
Come on.
But let me get it straight. There's not only women at the well, there's a whole lot of men at the well.
Yes, come on.
Let me bust the church wide open.
That's right.
Because guess what? Some things they refuse to deal with. But God got that. Let me tell you, there's not only just people think when Jezebel is only a woman. Jezebel ain't only a woman. It's Jezebel is a man too.
Come on.
You better put your eyes on and see it as God will have you to see it.
Jesus.
And I began to go to church, get out of church, go back around, saying I'm cleaning up, I'm looking good. Y'all see me, yeah, I've been in church. You stand around and you go to the hot dog stand long enough, guess what? You gonna buy one. And every time I went back and I bought one. Let me tell you, I used to snort powder cocaine every day. Every day by me at 16. I was my own Bank of America, PNC, Wells Fargo, BB&T, and Industrial all together. I had a safe packed with money. I had a closet filled with money. I ran with guys. You had to have money. I don't care what I was doing. I had a man for every occasion. Every occasion.
My.
Did I sleep with all of them? No. But I slept with the ones that I needed to.
But you had
to get what I needed to get.
You had a maintenance man too.
Yeah, I had a maintenance man too.
He did home improvement and stuff.
Yeah, home improvement, all that stuff. Yeah. And then we was finished. You know, I needed some other things that he might ain't telling them.
Right.
So I had to go get little Boo Boo up the hill.
Right. Boo Boo.
You know,
Boo Boo.
and Boo Boo knew how to cut the grass.
You better go ahead. That's right.
Yeah, Boo Boo knew how to cut the grass. But let me tell you about Jim. Jim knew how to put windows in. Jim would build me a back porch. You know, Jim would remodel my house.
My God.
Yeah, I had a man for every occasion.
Wow.
And I was just doing the thing. I was the whatever in the street. Everything the guys did, I did. I hold on the corner, and anybody that even on my page that ran with me know that I got out there just as hard as they did.
Right.
I carried 357s and everything. But guess what? I was in so many drive-bys. I have had Uzis pointed. We was high. I was high off the blunt. We was taking turns selling drugs. I was high off the blunt, and I had my getting a stout, and I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden a car drove up, and they was like, "Who turned to serve?" And I was like, "Y'all leave me alone." And before I could see, somebody had put down that window and had the gun sticking out, and there was this guy with the top of the gun, and when it came down, I said, "Oh my God, that guy got a Uzi." But I was so high, I could not say nothing.
Wow.
They spreaded that porch. I should have been some meat that should have went in somebody's beef stew. Wow. But God did not let, not Nan Bullet did not hit me.
Come on.
But there was a guy that came back to try to protect me, and he got his shoulder shot up.
Jesus.
But let me tell you something, because God has been with me everywhere I went. Because see, after I buried my 13-year-old son, I got deeper in the street.
Come on.
My family set me up, and CPS set me up with CPS, took my daughter. Look, I was at the after house club waitressing, and I told the man, I said, I gotta go. I got an emergency. He was like, what's wrong? How you got an emergency? Your phone up there where you by the alcohol. I said, look, CPS got my daughter. He said, how you know? I said, because I got the Holy Ghost.
Come on.
I said, I might be in here, but I keep telling y'all, I'm still wrapped up in God. But how many know you can't serve two masters? Come on.
Tell it.
But he had enough love,
Jesus.
enough grace, enough mercy to extend that to me.
Yeah.
Come on.
Thank you, Lord. Yeah.
And so I got out of church. My son kept going. on. Somebody offered him a ride home on the way from church. He called me. He said, Mom, I'm on my way home. That's the last words I ever heard my son say. He never made it home. And I didn't know what had happened. But 8 months later,
Jesus.
I got set up. They took my daughter. I had a machete. I had a 9mm. I was going to kill everybody that was involved. They took my daughter 8 months later. But guess what? 8 months later, I was letting people pay me to bag up drugs and stuff in my house. And a murder happened.
Jesus.
A murder happened. And I got left with the body. I got every police district across D.C.
Jesus.
Everybody, ATF, DEA, because I had drugs, guns, everything up in there. And then, a day after I found out, I made contact with somebody in the street. I found out I got a contract on me with the guys. They want me because they know I know who's in my house. And at the time, I thought I was going to die that night too. I was so scared. And I said, all that, and let me tell these people, all that, you think you a gangster? Yeah, you wait till them bullets start flying. See how much gangster you is, because the only way I would have pulled mine is if it meant my life. And that night it meant my life. If I had reach of it, it was going to be me or him. Jesus. But thank God he never even confronted me.
Right.
And I tell God, how in the world if my life is already out of control did you allow this to happen? He said, me? You. So I'm on a run, I'm homeless. So I begin to run, and I called who I thought I could trust in the street, which was who I wound up marrying, my husband. And he would come. I was very nervous about every time he came, but every time he came, he wouldn't say nothing. But every time he came, he had a gun, y'all. He's supposed to took me out. But he came, and the third time he came, he couldn't do it. And so a contract got put on his life. He became homeless with me.
Jesus.
So we lived home. He was like, I gave up everything. They was like, yeah, he traded us for the crackhead bra. He ain't traded me for the crackhead, for y'all for the crackhead bra. He traded y'all for Jesus. Come on. I don't have that type of grace and mercy to extend him. Come on. I don't have that type of power to deliver him. Come on. He didn't follow me. He followed what was in me. Come on. I was a crackhead. Come on. I was a crackhead honoring Jesus. Come on. I had never smoked crack until the day my son died. After my son died. That's when I started smoking crack. I sold plenty of it, but I never. And we went on, but God let us even come face to face with our enemies. But my thing is, look how powerful God is. Yes. So then later, I had wound up marrying him.
Wow.
You know, that's God.
Yes.
But my thing is too, in life, we got to be careful of the connection and make sure that things are God as well. Come on. Because the enemy will try to blindside you, and things will try to just blindside you, and it may not be God. Right. It may be a good thing, but it may not be a God thing.
That's right. Amen. Amen.
So my thing is, people get in situations, relationships, and places and things with people, and because it's not God, you go in a cycle.
Come on, that's good.
Yes. So that is 2019. Break the cycle. He told me. He said, because establishment. I was like, okay, I don't know what you mean by that. But now I understand.
Come on.
He said, you've been in a cycle, and when you thought you wasn't a repeat mountain offender no more, guess what? You was, because guess what? You wouldn't let go what I told you to let go.
Jesus.
And you wonder why you hurt and frustrated and depressed and stressed. Because see, like I said, I've been through mental anguish when they tried to sign me up in the mental ward. The Holy Ghost said, don't let them take you there. Mama said, I'm going to put you on medicine. I said, well, you better take it first. Because the Lord said, no. I could be tied up in somebody's mental ward right now. I should be mentally insane.
Jesus.
The weed I smoked could have been laced. I could get out my mind.
Jesus.
The crack I smoked could have been laced with something.
That's right.
But God kept me through it all. And then that's why you got to be careful, because then even more you begin to go in circles. That's why you got to know it's God. And in this season, you got to ask for discernment. Discerning eyes, discerning ears. My coach said it yesterday. Detox of the ears. Not only the eyes, because you guess what? Because when she said that, guess what the Lord spoke to me? Yes, because no more ear infections. The body of Christ, a spiritual antibiotic that's going to clean you out for one good, for all good, for good. Hey, this straight God here. Come on. I ain't never heard that myself.
I'm done. Come on, God.
So that is what's happening. We are catching, the body of Christ is catching STDs, spiritual STDs from people and places things that you refuse to let go that ain't God. Let it go. Come on. Hallelujah. Let it go. Hallelujah. God said let it go. Release that he may release. And as I've been homeless, I've been hungry, I sold drugs, I used drugs. You know, I've been that woman at the well. I've been homeless, sleeping in hospitals, taking over abandoned house, sleeping in an abandoned house, renting rooms, not paying rent, apartments, not paying rent, in shelters, walking the street all night. Come on! My life wasn't always good between my drug dealers, but when I found one, then I found one that wanted me to distribute and manufacture. See, the enemy, let me tell you. Come on. When you're trying to get out, let me tell you something.
Yes.
What would happen? The enemy would send something and dress it up because he know what we like.
Yes.
And I was already back in God, and here comes this guy that I thought was fine. I was like, okay, play, time to play. Play. It's time players play all day, every day. Because he said, what he said, I said, oh, he want to kick game. Oh, that's my game. You know what? I put the G in game. So I said, let's go. But guess what? I got into it to only play myself. But guess what God gave me? He tried to pay me not to have my daughter. God allowed me to see my daughter at a full birth. When I had just got pregnant, I was like, why that look so big? And people would talk to me about abortion and stuff like that. And he was like, I'm going to pay you to have that abortion. I already got a family. I said, well, you wasn't saying that when you was coming over here laying up with me. You was here. But God allowed me to have my daughter. But the thing was that everything that I was telling him about God, and I said, okay, my rent due. He said, let God pay your rent. Come on. And walked out the door.
My.
This is when God builds trust. When you face a situation, come on. No control, God just wants you to trust him.
Yes.
He don't want you to run to the next plan B. See, I had plan B. God know how to tear those bridges down. Stop you from them plan B.
Yes.
He is your source.
Yes.
He is your source.
Yes.
Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, and definitely financially.
Yes.
Come on. Because some people want you to think that you can't make it without them.
Yes.
You know, people plant all types of things in your mind.
Yes.
Like you need them.
Yes.
But see, that keep you in the soul tie.
Come on.
Yes.
Say that.
Soul tie.
Say that.
See, because soul ties ain't always in people. It's what people got that you need.
Come on. That's good right there. That's good right there.
My God.
Jesus.
Come on.
Soul ties ain't all about people. It's about a lot of times when people have. So guess what? They'll play the game.
Yeah.
Come
They
on.
need me, or they gonna call me because I got this they want, or they want me to do that, or this or that. You know, think that's time. But I break it today. Come on, I break it. Come on. Yes, church is establishing. Come on. The body of Christ. God is cleaning the house out. And that's why I said, God said, you think that you went through all you went through? Like I said, mentally, I was depressed. I was Joe bad. That's how I felt.
Come on.
I said, with my brother Joe.
Come on.
Because I need help getting through this thing. But let me tell you, whatever he do for us. However he have it to be. Know that all things are working out. Come on! That ain't how you going through. It's who you going through with.
Come on,
That's God right now. That's God right now.
You said that right there. Yes. Jesus.
It's who.
Yes.
It's who.
Jesus.
And one thing I've always been
My
secure
God.
about is who I am and whose I am.
Come on.
And what I am in him. And I always say, God, for you to let me go through this. I used to be walking the street trying to go see when I got in that deep mode where I ain't have nothing in control, was off my little high horse, no more blue collar for me. When I had to walk corner to corner, the same thing that I was serving to other females. And then here I go, that same entrapment.
Come on.
And I'm walking the street and I'm worshiping to God. And I just wanted to be rescued. And sleeping with people that wasn't my husband and, you know, things like that. But let me tell you something. God also, and this is for a lot of women who are watching, because God wants them to know this, that you can be delivered from fornication.
Come on!
Yes.
Come on!
Yes.
You think because you already activated, you like, let me tell you how you do it. You get rid of Billy, Bob, Tom, Jerry, Mike, John, Louis, you get rid of them.
All of them.
And another thing, you got to watch what you look at, what you hear,
Absolutely.
what you listening
Yes.
to, who you around.
Jesus.
And them dirty conversations,
Yes.
conversations you shouldn't even stand around.
Oh,
And most of all, you got to know what to feed yourself.
Yeah.
Come on. Jesus in the morning. Jesus for tonight.
Come on.
Jesus in the afternoon.
Yes.
I know he delivered me. And like I said, I trusted God for my husband after I went through those times. And God delivered me. And I was without God wouldn't let me have a friend. 3 years.
Jesus.
I was going to mind on Jesus, on fire for Jesus, appetite for nothing but Jesus. And let me tell you, and the enemy would try to use people. That's when he'll show who dirty in the church.
Yeah.
Hey! Say that right there.
He would show you who dirty in the church.
Say that right there.
Let me tell you something. While the world couldn't get me, there lies undercover stuff right in the church.
Come on.
Everybody ain't living what you think they live.
Come
Everybody
on.
cry, holy, holy, ain't holy. Everybody that cry Jesus, believe me, is not saved.
Yes.
I'm telling you. And let me tell you, so it'll be like, who has bewitched you? Once if you encounter into these type of things, let me tell you something. I've had witches try to pray against me, warlock, wizards, preaching high places, but I cut the head of every snake on. Come on! Every demonic attack, I shut it down. I assassinate it in the mighty name of Jesus. Yes! Curse it from the root. Come on!
That's right.
And I call out that backdoor demon. It's a new backdoor demon.
The back door thing.
Let me tell you something. There's something loose like a goose, and it's come from the enemy. I'm telling you, there's something loose like a goose, and it comes from the enemy. It's a setup. Don't believe it. Don't feed into it. Don't take it. I'm telling you, it's come through your back door. But you better get you a Jesus-proof screen. Jesus. When it comes to the door, it'll be like you cannot enter.
Hey. My God.
You cannot enter. So coming out of these places, been abused. I've been abused in church several times, different churches. I've overcame depression. I overcame anxiety. Never been on medication. Because the Lord said he was going to see me through it, and I trusted him.
Amen.
I trusted him.
Amen.
And I went to church and I served, and I always was a good servant. But I said, God, something is wrong, something is missing. And that's when God began to share with me about what is going on in the body of Christ. He said, you bold. He said, but I need you bolder. He said, see, you ain't going to be preaching all you think you preach. He said, because he's going to rebirth some leaders.
Come on.
He's going to rebirth some churches. And don't even let me get into Jeremiah 23 with the prodigal. See, because the prodigal child, the prodigal is on their way home. The rejected is on their way home. The backside is on their way home. Come on. Please. Come on. God is not going to let his people continue to stay out there and drown on accountability of the church. Come on. And some leaders so prideful, know they done them people wrong and won't apologize. Shame on you.
Amen.
Jesus.
I'm trying to tell you, Jesus.
And this is what we have to understand, to never let our attachment be stronger than our assignment. We can't get those.
That's good right there.
That's good.
You cannot get those abused because while you're attached to some, they may not be attached to your assignment. While you doing some things, maybe just an attachment, it's not to your assignment. That's good. Because if you don't identify, you can get it twisted. And let me tell you something. Just like I talked about it last night, Jonathan and David. Jonathan knew that David was already the next king.
Yes.
Come on. But what he knew, he knew his daddy was dirty.
Come on.
He knew his daddy was stinky thinking. He knew that, come on, just like some of these people, they want what they want.
Yes.
But let me tell you, they stinky thinking,
Come on.
dirty, backstabbing, smile in your face, and then talk behind your back, smile in your face. All the time they want to take your place.
Come
you
on.
Backstabber.
Come
I
on.
see you smiling with the knife in your hand. I see you smiling with the axe behind your back.
Come on, Jesus.
Jesus.
But David, he covered David as his brother. They was covenant brothers, not the other type of brothers y'all think.
Come
And
on.
I'm gonna expose that
That's right.
there. But nothing homosexual.
Come on.
Old Jonathan.
No,
That
sir.
devil a liar, and I come to chop it down.
Amen.
See, there's a Goliath out here that's trying to kill God's people.
Jesus.
God said, I have need of you.
Jesus.
I have need of you. Because I need you to kill them. And see, people get it twisted with all type of things, try to turn the word like they wanted to put it. God's word is God's word.
Come on.
Amen.
Come on.
I'm blessed 52 years old. And I told God, I said, man, God, I'm up there. I know, I guess all this you gave me. God said, are you crazy? God said, I'm going to use you by your experience. Come on. Your age. God said, I say you're part of the new breed.
Come on.
You're part of the Johnson generation. You're a CBK. You are a comeback king. I'm prodigal of the comeback king.
Yes.
Come on.
And I thank God for this. And as we moving on through, going through things, been homeless, been talked about, backstab, I've been through health issues. I've had 2 spine surgeries in 2 years. And I almost died December the 1st, arriving at the hospital, not even knowing that I thought I had stomach flu or something. I was bleeding for over 20 days.
Jesus.
When I got to the hospital, they said I should have been dead on arrival.
Jesus.
Let me go back some. I stopped walking January 2017. I said, this is not right, because guess what? I'm a pregnant. Hey! Come on! And I'm radical with it. God told me to get out on the corner of Kenilworth and Minnesota Avenue somewhere. I'm getting out. People be looking at me like, you look where I get my blessing. Come on. Come on. See, that's what the church thinks. Hey, I'm weird, I'm off. I'm not, because I never fit in.
Come on.
I've never fit in.
That's all I'm saying.
And I've been rejected in the church. I've been rejected through churches. I've been rejected. I've been hurt. everything. And I said, God, why is this with the house of God?
Come on.
Why is this with the house of God? I don't understand. God said, because I'm not letting you go take nobody's seat. Why you want a seat when I got nations waiting on you?
Gotcha.
Woo! That's good right there.
Man, you better
That's
say
good
that,
right there. You
baby.
don't need nobody's seat. Why you want a seat? That's why when you come in, people are like, oh, you can't sit right. Oh, that's fine. I'll lean against the wall. Because I'm here out of obedience.
That's good. That's good right there.
I don't need your seat.
That's good.
I come through the door, people act like they hate to see me come.
Well,
I remember I was bound by a crack so bad, but people, they had to see what was in me.
Come on.
Before I didn't even know.
Come
I was like,
on.
oh, why these people, I'm hurt and I'm messed up, I'm cracked out, come to get delivered, and they don't like to see me come through the door. Something's wrong.
Amen.
That's because they could recognize that there was something different about me.
Come on.
So because there was something different about me, I thought that there was something wrong with me.
Jesus.
And I tried to adjust myself. But in 2017, January, I stopped walking.
Jesus.
And I said, God, what is this? I began to walk. When I would walk, I had to get on crutches because I couldn't stand on both my full legs. And then I went back to John Hopkins, June, we're approaching June 2017. He said, I'm going to have to do emergency surgery. He said, because your spine has fallen so far on the root of the nerves of your legs, and that's what's happening. He said, your nerves are damaged in your legs. And he said, you have rheumatoid arthritis and everything. That's when, because I never knew that's why my teeth and stuff had gotten loose and everything. But one thing, God zipped me up with all that to make me feel secure. Because I was like, God, I don't be talking to nobody without no teeth and all this and that. God said, I got you. Because you took everything from me. I got you. You go ahead. So I'm secure in me. Can't nobody. Come on! Come on! Come on! I don't care what nobody think about me.
Jesus.
So they said they had to take the rest of them out because they was going to be unstable and they want me to be asleep and go down my throat. So I let them remove them as well. I had that surgery, and then months later, the nerve was so bad in my leg until you would thought my bone was sticking out my leg. So I would go on, and I still praise God. I was praising God on crutches, y'all. And I said, Lord, I'm a praiser. You built me for praise. I laughed at the doctor. He said, why you keep laughing like that? I said, because there got to be a trick camera somewhere. All that pain and rejection I was born out of. All that pain and rejection I was born out of, and you made me a praiser. And this happened. So they say when we do it, you know, they even thought I may not never walk again. But you see me praising them.
Yes.
Come on! Come on! Last year we went through some turmoil right after the surgery and stuff and going along my leg. And then we had an unfortunate situation that made me and my family homeless. And I was so past that stage, y'all. You know, I'm home when I was in the street. But, you know, being stable all these years and being homeless and in God.
Come on.
I said, God, you ain't gonna do this to us. You ain't gonna do this to us. And God, I said, I just literally saw everything we owned just disappear. We ain't had nowhere to go. But let me tell y'all something. This when God said, I was showing, I'm doing this because you need to see who is who. And I mean, this when the Judas came out. Jesus. And guess what? I still had to invite the Judas to the table and say, let's eat. God prepared the table.
My God.
For me in the presence of my
You saying something right there. You saying
I want
something.
you to know that I know that you're a backstabber. I want you to know that I know that you talk about me.
Yes.
You know, man, you've been friends for over 11 years. We never had an argument, and you straight up just pull an axe out on me. Something is wrong.
Jesus.
So God said, I've been pulling you, trying to get you to peep game. But when you're so close, you can't
Say that. Say that.
Yes.
You close.
Yes.
You can't see.
You on the
So back up.
Come on.
You can see. And every time I tried to get away, they were just drawn to me like that. But see, that's the trick of the enemy.
Yes.
He didn't want me to see because how damaging it was going to be. And it was very damaging. So here I am. People People showing themselves as Judas. People being backstabbed. People I thought would never turn on me.
Yes.
People I thought would never do this to me. People I thought would never turn us away. Turned us away.
My God.
And let me tell you, we went through that, and the very people I thought we could count on did not. People, family, some friends. God said, you know why I got you this low? Because I want you to look up.
That's good. That's good.
God take you
That's
low,
good.
so you can look up.
That's good.
Because He is
That's good. Come on. That's good right there. You saying something right there. You saying something right there.
You have to go low to look up. God said, I want you to get it from the ground.
Come on.
From up here.
That's
And
good.
God showed who some people were. Blew my mind, but I started brushing people off like I brushed lint off my clothes.
Good God.
Brush my shirt off. Let's do this, God. Let's and let me tell you, we ain't have enough money to stay in a hotel. Let me tell you. So let the kids sleep in the car. We sit outside the car, the little short. I'm going to tell you how I said, God, you got to show me you in this. I don't understand this. Why do an NFL player shows up at the hotel? I don't even know who he was. He played for New England.
Wow.
So he goes up, he said, hey, how y'all doing? We said, fine. So he goes up and he comes back down. He said, I don't know, something about y'all just drawing me to y'all. He said, that's y'all kids in the car? Why y'all kids sleep in the car? So we told him our situation. We told him how the lady treated us real racist. He said, huh? He was like, come on. So he went up before us, and then we went behind him. So the lady thought we was coming back in. She was like, oh, y'all know y'all don't have enough money. I already told you that. And my aunt was willing to let him take it off the card. She was like, I'm not using your aunt card that way. And he was like, excuse me, could I check in? And she was like, yes, and all smiling again. And she said, would you be using your black card? He said, yes, and they will be using my black card too. He said, I want them to have a room. He said, I want it paid for a week. He said, matter of fact, I want them up on the presidential.
Hallelujah. Jesus. Come on. Come on.
He said, I want them up on the presidential floor. She said, are you sure you want to keep your card? What if you leave? He said, keep my card on me. He said, because I know that I can trust them. And he said, I know that y'all not that type of people. He said, but I played for y'all room for a week. And God knows he did. And then, but when that was up, we lived in 12 hotels last summer.
Jesus.
This last summer, we lived in 12 hotels. And sometimes it was like, how we going to do this? How we going to do that? But then my husband had this guy that he was connected to at his job, and he showed up for work every day. Nobody never knew. And then he broke down into the guy and one of the directors there. And so the guy instantly gave him his key. And I'm not racing on nothing like that. And I love you, Curry, if you ever watched this. But he's a white guy. But he's our brother. But my thing is, we had white people that were strangers.
Jesus.
God used strangers.
Come on. Won't he do it?
God said, I want to show you this. You don't need those people. So what? Some of your family ain't calling you for a meal. Some of my family ain't let me lick the dirty water off the side of their toe.
Jesus.
Never called and checked on us. But God showed up every time, so we got to stay in a house all the way up Rockville. And I said, well, that's going to take gas and stuff, driving back and forth. And I was down to $8 a few days later. And I said, let me put this $8 in there to ride down into town. I went in the gas station. Money was sitting in the ATM machine.
No.
Let me tell you. That's why I said, God, you got to keep showing me. Keep showing me you in this. Because then we had to leave from there. And we went to another hotel. And when we was down to our last $156. And we didn't know where no money was going to come from. And this was 8/8/18 last year. You hear that? 8/8/18. New beginning. I was packing the car. And I put my last bag in the car. And I got a phone call, and the lady said, Miss Morris, she said, you can go get your keys from your landlord. She said, and you can go ahead. If he found you moving in, and guess what I needed? He asked me, how much do you have? I said, you know, I don't have. I said, I have to work on getting you know, your rent money. He asked me, how much do I have? I said, I got $156. He said, come on.
My God.
God seen us through.
Yes.
But by December, that's when I began to get sick. November, I was sick all November. And I noticed we was around an evil force. I said, God, what is this? But God put me around this, because he was preparing me for warfare.
My God.
I said, what is this, God? We come out of this and you put me in this. He said, guess what? The warfare is intensive. You just better be ready. That's why I got you here. We lived, a demonic force was next door and up above us. And I mean, y'all, it was heavy.
Jesus.
And God showed me things that blew my mind. And I said, I know that I have a powerful gift for discernment. And I know when God is speaking.
Amen.
But this guy was using equipment, his work equipment, to look through people's units.
No.
You know they have units, these very professional places. I forgot the name of it, start with an E. So I called. I said, let me call and confirm this. I said, yes, how you doing? I said, y'all know y'all deal with stuff and termites and all that. They said, yeah, we have to get in the wall, the termite, but we like to see first. I said, how do y'all see? She said, we have equipment where we can see through the wall.
No.
I said, thank you very much. I called that demon out every day. When he saw me, I said, you demon of perversion. I said, you watch all you want. I said, you watch me, you're going to be saved. You're going to be saved messing with me. I said, you're going to be saved. Come on. See, people think that I was crazy when I was saying it. But that's some real stuff. Come on.
Amen.
And this is what I'm saying. The church doing everything else, but we got these type of demons too.
Yes.
That's right there. You in the privacy of your home. Come on. That's good right there. Privacy of your home. You got girls.
Right.
My girl's 21 and 12.
Jesus.
And you looking in on her walking. Because I know that when I came from the hospital, I said, Lord, please, you show me. And I tell you, because guess what? I almost took my life one time when my son was 5. I was going to commit suicide.
Jesus.
And I've been messed up in my mind then where God said, he said, I will never let nobody play on your mind. And that's why he made my discernment so powerful. And I tell people, you might as well tell me the truth than stand in my face and lie. If you post something about me, you might as well tell me because I know you're talking about me.
Jesus.
Because that's what type of power and discernment that I'm lacking. So you ain't got to play me like that. Because like I tell them, I'm saving, I'm delivered, but I have kept me 2% gangster. I was in cold and never got to say a cuss word. But we're going to get this thing straight.
Come on.
But it's time that somebody has to say something.
Yeah.
Church ain't saying nothing.
Glory,
Somebody have to say something. And the thing is, by November, I was like, God, I said, is he into voodoo or something like that? I picked up another very heavy present. And I was like, God, what is he doing? And God, I began to pray and fast like never before. So by November, like I said, I began to get sick. I thought I had stomach flu. And I went to the hospital the 27th. And Southern Maryland said they could not find nothing. I begged them to keep me. 2 days later, I had to get on my knees to God. I said, God, I can't take it no more. What is this? What is this? And after I prayed, I felt like I was about to take my last breath. And I called my daughter, and she came to me. I grabbed her arm and said, I'm dying. She was like, no, Ma. She called the ambulance. And all I can remember was blood just shooting out my nose. Shooting out my nose. And then they said, I could hear them talking, but I'm not conscious. And they said, why she got that band on? She said, because she went to the hospital. And they said, wasn't nothing wrong with her. She said, please take her to another hospital. They took me to PG. And there they said I had enough blood. And they said I should have been dead on arrival. He said I had enough blood in me that could have been in long time ago. I had to have an emergency surgery.
Jesus.
Wound up in ICU, couldn't move. But guess what? I thank God with my tears.
Hallelujah.
Yes. And then I get healed from that, and it wasn't healing properly. And they tried to say, well, it's not closing, it must be cancer. I said, the devil is a lie. They test me once, they test me twice, they're trying to wait to test me again. And I said, you're still not going to find nothing. And then I went back to my spine doctor for a checkup. He said, there's a disease that developed in your back.
Jesus.
He said, I'm going to have to do another surgery. He said, your spine is, he said, I don't even know how you're walking. He said, you should see how your bones laying over.
Jesus.
He said, I got to do another surgery. And I got that surgery June 13th. He said he had to keep me. I said, no, you got to give me some time. So I just had that surgery June the 13th. And I should be to this day just getting out of rehabilitation. But after a week, the supernatural power. Come on! I began to walk with no walker. Come on! Myself. This is the thing that God is a deliverer. Yeah. There is real deliverance. There is real healing. Come on! The church got to get it straight. And it's time for somebody to say something. And watch out, because I'm about to say something. Come on! Yes. Like me or not, I'm about to say something. Ready or not, here come God and me. Come on! I'm coming. Hey, ready. You need to get ready. And I just thank God for delivering me mentally, physically, emotionally. I've been raped in my life. I've been abused. I've suffered 2 strokes. And look at all this. I said my health. Because I said, maybe that's what God want me to testify. I said, I've been through everything. And I said, maybe the stroke will be my testimony. But little did I know. But God said, I allow you to go through this long suffering. He said, because Jesus, you suffer with me, you're going to reign with me. Yeah! Come on! And I said, God, why so much pain? Why so much hurt? Jesus. He said, because your pain is announcing something. He said, your pain is announcing something. He said, you're going to be with an army that closer. God, you're going to be the one. People not going to know how to make it through.
Just take it off.
People going to want to take their lives. Because he said, your pain is announcing. He said, so let it speak. And when you have understanding about what your pain is about, what you carrying and what you birthing and what it's all about, it won't be nothing to you. You'll take a licking and keep on taking. And I'm telling you, I began to suffer for God and suffer for God. And he said, because you've done what I told you to done, though you were slow for doing it at times. He said, for every hit you took from me, I got you. Yes. For every time you spoke up, in spite of what people told me, that you still ain't got nothing. You went to God, you still ain't got nothing. I got another Benz. I done bought me a house, and here you still riding and hooting.
Come on.
And I looked at him, I'm telling you, that's why I said, I could have really hurt somebody right in God. Don't get into it. I mean, sometimes people make you want to just put your hand around their neck. I'm trying to tell you. But you insult my character in God. Especially when you have prayed for those people. He said there will be those in the household of faith.
Jesus.
And they told me that I didn't have anything.
Come on.
They wrote right up on me with the paper tags on their new beds. And told me I had nothing. And God said, you say this. I said, my father is rich in houses and land. He owns 1,000 I said, some trust in horses. Some trust in church.
Come on.
But I trust in the name of the Lord. Come on. For the Lord is my helper. Yeah. For the Lord is my source. Come on. I said, your friends couldn't buy what I got. Come on. more.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I said, you really want what I got?
Hey.
So you want to be destructive to me, to insult my character. But you couldn't buy what I have. I'll keep my joy. I'll keep my peace. I'll keep my deliverance.
Yes.
I'll preserve my healing. But most of all, while you throwing shots, throwing rocks, and you ain't trying to, there's people throwing rocks and they ain't trying to hide their hand.
No.
Come on!
Yeah.
Spirits are high, but demons are bold. Come on!
Spirits are high, but demons are bold. And I said, why are you trying to do that? I said, I wouldn't trade what I got in God for nothing.
Yeah. Come on.
I'll keep what I got till I get it. Just Brown used to say, keep what you got till you get what you need, y'all. Hey! I done been to many go-go's. And I'm telling you, God is not slack concerning his promise. Come on! He said, come on! He's coming speedily. Hold fast to your crown, that they may not take your crown. Come on! They not, you're too close. They not, woman of God. Come on! You're too close. And see, that's why the enemy is using materialistic. Come on! To distract the body of Christ. Come on! Who got the biggest this? Who got the biggest that? You shouldn't be seeking membership. You should be seeking discipleship. Come on! And another thing, you ain't no covenant anyway. You have been nothing but a cover for people. Getting their offering. That's all you've been doing. You dirty. Low down, dirty shame. Some of the churches are. But I told the young lady, you really want what I got? I wouldn't dare. You don't know the cost of my oil. Come on! You don't know the night I've cried. You don't know how the pain that tortured me. You don't know the hurt that I've been through. You don't know my mental anguish. You don't know my down and out and my depression, and I still made it through. Jesus. You don't know how to count me out. Hey! Told me I'll never be nothing. Told me I'll never be delivered. Told me I'll never have nothing. I'll never be nothing. They told me that I was going to be dead a long time ago, but let me get this for some folks. You about to live to cover everything they said that you'll never live to see. Come on! You're about to see everything that they said that you'll never live to see. Jesus coming. God divine acceleration, God divine release, divine purpose, God divine connection is here. It has arrived. Because God is establishing his people and he's establishing the church.
Yes.
The establishment 2020 is already going on now. Stop asking God for what you already got. And activate what you got. You got it. The enemy is not fighting you to get your victory. He's fighting because he wants to take it. You're not fighting to get the victory. You're fighting. He's fighting you because he wants to take it from you.
My God.
And you walk around defeated.
Come on.
Walk around disappointed.
Come on.
Walk around like you just don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
God said you already got it.
Yeah.
He's already done it.
Yeah.
But there's some things that you're supposed to be doing. Because you're supposed to be focused on his business while he focuses on yours.
Amen.
Come on.
I'm a witness.
Hallelujah. And God says, do not continue to take his grace and his mercy for granted.
All
the
right.
wrath of God
Say that
is
thing.
coming upon
Jesus. My God.
a lot of people. Because you have played games. You can't serve two masters. Let me tell you something. That's why the church gone wild. That's what they need to have on it. Because guess what? They on the membership and letting people come. Knowing people, you got men sleeping around with women in the church. You got women sleeping around with women in church. Men sleeping around with men in church. And they still don't know why. Dressing like women. And you allow that foolishness. You allow people to go have baby after baby. See, my foundation was built on Bishop C.L. Long, the Honorable Bishop C.L. Long. And he was hard on me. When I got pregnant, he set me down.
That's right.
He told me, don't you go. You sit in the back, and I'm going to make sure you get what you need. You ain't got a lot of leaders like that no more. Accountability.
That's right.
Because they don't want to say nothing. But it's time to say something.
Yes.
I'm saying it. And I ain't finished. You just heard the tip of the bird.
That's right. She'll be back.
Yes, sir.
You just heard the tip of the bird.
Look, I want you to look through that camera. And I want you to pray for somebody. Pray for somebody. Whatever God leads you. I know God is led you, but I just want you to pray now.
Father God, in the mighty name of Jesus, Lord. Father God, we thank you for your word on today, Father God. Father God, for I totally relied and trusted in you. I thank you because you didn't give me nothing to write down. You didn't give me nothing specifically. You came in the room. Because it's you that's going to get the glory. You're going to get the praise, Father God. Father God, I ask you to lay your hand on every soul that's been on this live, that's in this room, that will go back and watch even the replay of this, Father God. Father God, I ask you to step in and intervene. Have your way, Father God. Touch every area of their life, spiritually, financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, every area of their life, Father God. Let them know that there's nothing too hard for you. Nothing too hard for you. I see somebody crying. I see people crying. And I hear cries of many. I hear you. I will be praying for you. Hallelujah. God said, fret not because of evildoers. God is with you. People have misled people going to the church. Hallelujah. God said, be prayerful that he may speak to you. Father God, we thank you for your love. We thank you for your protection. We thank you for the blood of Jesus. We thank you for your anointing. We thank you for your power. We thank you for wisdom. Let wisdom have her perfect work. For wisdom when you come, get them understanding. Get them knowledge. Get them a zeal. Hallelujah. Father God, touch the brokenhearted. Touch the sick on the night. The homeless. The hungry. The drug dealer. The prostitute. Your people everywhere. The addicts, Father God. Somebody needs you. Somebody's in a very broken place. A very broken stage, Father God. I know what it feels like to be broken. But I thank you, Father God, how you have broken, but yet you can build us at the same time. Yes. Father God, we thank you for we trust you. We love you. We believe in you, Father God. I break the chain, hallelujah, that's been holding people bound. I bind, hallelujah, the weight that's been around people's neck. Even people are the wind in your sail or the weight around your neck. And I break it now. I break every weight around their neck. Hallelujah. I bind Satan and every demon in hell with the blood of Jesus against you. I bind every snake. I cut the head of every snake off. Every witchcraft, evil, false, demonic brand spirit that's been coming against God's people. In the mighty name of Jesus. We assassinate your plan, Satan.
Yes.
It would not work. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
No weapon formed against them shall not and will not prosper. I thank you for the backslider coming home.
Yes.
The prodigal child coming home.
Yes, Lord.
The rejected coming home. People been betrayed coming home. People been hurt and wounded. It's time to come home. Come home. Come fully home and get your keys. Jesus went to hell and took the keys for you. Come get your keys. Jesus said, come and get your keys. He's going to deliver you for real. He's going to heal you for real. He's He's going to set you free for real. But you got to trust him. Let go and let God. And I bind every dead religion and church that's been bonding and holding people in toxic relationships of abuse, mentally, physically, emotionally, in every area of people's life. And using the scripture to keep people in bad situations. We know what the word of God says. But we know what God says overall. Who are men to question God? Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Father God, I ask you to just intervene, Father God. Order their steps in your word, Father God. Father God, let them stand on your word and step out on your promise, Father God. That you may have your way. Whatever good or bad, it's all been in the will of God. It still works out for your good.
Glory.
No matter what you've been through, no matter what you faced, no matter what they did, no matter what you did, it still works for your good. God is married to the backside. It ain't in your falling, it's your getting back up. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord. Father God, we just thank you. Hallelujah. Cover them with your blood. Father God, I thank you, Father God, even as some are reading and want to understand your word more. Give them the revelation to your word that they may understand it and understand it clearly. Speak to them, Father God. Give your people discernment of the eyes and the ears like never before. Father God, I thank you for the prophetic parents, Father God, that's going to guide their children properly. Father God, and I pray that you get those who have been under blind prophetic parents to their proper parents. Because obviously they are not your biological parents if they cannot see. Jesus. Get the people where they need to be. Get them the leadership that they need, that they may position themselves, Father God, in the right place, in the mighty name of Jesus, Lord. We thank you, hallelujah, for the leaders that's going to empower leaders, Father God. Father God, we thank you, hallelujah, for those who are weak, Father God. Let them know when they're weak, they're made strong. You are strong. That's what God wants you. You're not alone. He's there. He said all you got to do is talk to him. All you got to do is open up to him. He's there. And we counsel every assignment. Yes. We counsel it. We counsel it. It won't work. No weapon formed against you shall not and will not prosper. And every tongue, every mind, backbone, scheming tongue that rises up against you shall and will be destroyed. Hallelujah.
Yes. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Father. In the mighty name of Jesus. Lead, God, and show your people, Father God. Be their mind regulator. Renew their hearts, Father God. Renew in them a new mind, Father God. A clean heart. That they may serve you and serve you wholeheartedly. Father God, we thank you for purification, Father God. We pray for purification, sanctification, Father God, that they may live a life of holiness. Holiness. God is calling for holiness. Wash them, Father God. Father God, I pray for consecration for some. I pray for praying and fasting for some. Some things only come by praying and fasting. Hallelujah. I pray that you give your people a heart and a mind to pray and fast, that they may seek you, Father God. Give them instructions, Father God. Give them direction. Lead, God, and show them which way to go, Father God, that they may not be lost anymore. Lord, we pray for our enemies on tonight. We pray for our haters on tonight. Yes. We pray for our closest friends and family, every soul we say a prayer for. All the souls we're going to say a prayer for. We thank you for divine connection, Father God. We thank you for open doors. We thank you for closed doors. Yes. We thank you for renewalness in our spirits. Somebody needs to be renewed. Somebody needs to be washed over. Somebody needs to be refilled out of fire of the Holy Ghost to ignite your fire and come out from the people, places, and things that's not of God. And I bind every soul tie.
But we thank you right now for watching. Please share with somebody. Please go back and watch the replay. Have somebody else to watch the replay. Tag someone. And if you don't know Jesus as your Lord and Savior, I advise you to get to know Him. I advise you to build a relationship to Him. I advise you to give your life to Him. Tune in next week at 7 to My Life, My Story, God's Glory, where we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. Though He slay me, yet will I trust Him. Now that's all right. Be blessed.